All right, another guitar lesson video. So when I did my last several lessons, I used a guitar that was tuned to D standard. This time I'm using a guitar. This is a kind of a homemade build, but it's tuned to E. It does have it's supposed to be a brown sound humbucker. You know, Eddie Van Halen, I guess. But I built this last year or maybe 2 years ago, wanting something that resembled a guitar I had when I was a kid. So anyway, one of the things in one of the lessons I did was I was showing how to do open note type things. So in this case, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna kind of show that again, but this time this is in E standard. And so what you're wanting to do is this is kind of your pedal tone note. So you want that open, and then take whatever finger you want, probably not your pinky, but as a beginner you can use whatever finger. My suggestion is either your first or your third, so you can So what I did there, and it sounds dissonant, which sometimes that's kind of cool, is I'm on the, I'm using open A, and right now I'm on the G string, which is I say G string, I'm on the actual D string, but I'm playing a G note. So you get this dissonance because this note is actually A. If you want to make sure that you're playing in the right key, you don't want the dissonant thing happening. This is an A string. Your 5th fret is your A. This string on your 7th fret on your 4th string is also A. So all that was just the one finger, open string on your A, open. Just kind of move around and see what sounds good, what sounds bad. Just kind of open up your horizons, or if you will. But then on the, if you're going to do that on the top string, you also, you can start off using something a little more dissonant, or you can start off in E. So this is E. If you go to the 7th fret on your fretboard, and you're on the 5th string, which is your A, let's just try something random. Just throwing this out here because I want to see. And this is what I kind of encourage anybody to do when you're beginning when you're a beginning guitar player, because you're kind of like, I got to follow the rules. I got to learn the chords and all that. And I definitely think you do. but kind of opening up like the tonal possibilities, opening up what you're able to do, what you can do, what you can play. It's kind of fun to see what notes work together and what doesn't. So feel free to just try different things. So that's kind of dissonant sounding. Dissonant just sounds kind of bad, but you can turn dissonance into something that sounds good. So let's see if we can figure that out. Still sounds pretty dissonant, right? But so feel free, just work your way around the neck, and you can do that on the 4th string as well. You can do it on the other strings, just having that. Just give it a try. All right, so in some of the other videos that I did that I was in D standard tuning, and this is E, I just kind of wanted to show a couple little things just to kind of clear things up. So if you're going to do the box shaped pentatonic, I think they call this box 1 pentatonic. It's you can start off on your A or whichever position on the fret that you want to start. The shape doesn't change. So that's 1 up. I'll give you, it's the 5, 7, no sorry, 5, 8. 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8, 8, and I'm going backwards. 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5. So that's your pentatonic. I played it in A, you can play it in G. Got the wrong note there. Anyway, that shape can be moved around all over the neck, and I encourage you to do that. Have fun with it. Set a metronome or a drum beat and kind of go with it. But one of the things I showed in a previous video was these little 4-note licks. It's just the 4 notes in the middle of that pentatonic. Or so I'm on the 5th fret, 4th string, 7, 3rd string, 5th fret, 7. So kind of just going back through that, you know, play around with it. If you're trying to stay in the key of A, you want to start typically in the key of A, and you want to end in the key of A. So those would be your root notes. So what I'm doing there is I'm starting in the root. I'm on the 7th fret with I'm on the 4th string, which is your A. You can slide to it, you can do a note to it, you can bend up to it, but in this case, let's do a slide up. So I slid up from the 5th to the 7th, and a little bit of vibrato. So I'm sliding up to that, going to the 3rd string, 5th fret, 3rd string, 7th fret, bending, going up and then down. A little bit of vibrato there. So that vibrato kind of gives you some color as a beginner. I mean, you just might do and a lot of what I'm doing with this hand is just alternate picking. That means down, up. And you get kind of comfortable with, you know, whichever hand you're, with the notes that you're playing, and you kind of get a feel. I might do 2 downs. I did 3. I might do an up. You might feel like you know, you have a little bit of variety there. And also there's the little pick scrape. So you're just running your pick over those strings. I'm really starting from the 5th string here. Making sure that that note rings out. And again, as I did the video the last time, I'm not like trying to rehash the whole thing, but I forgot that you can just take that box move it up here, up higher. So I took it from the 5th fret here, all the way up to the 17th fret here. So same thing. So whatever you do up here, you can take it down this octave or up the octave, whichever way you want to look at it. And mess that up. Play the same thing and have a little bit of variety. Taking this one step further, okay? So I didn't want to just like rehash the same lesson. So we add a little bit more, progress you a little bit. So if we're playing in the A pentatonic, that box, there is a shape that will take you down the neck. And again, this can be used any location on the neck that you want to, but I'm playing in it A. But the weird thing about this is we actually start with a lead-in note. So I'm starting on the G note, going to the A. So here's the scale. So it's 3, 5, 3, 5 on the next string to the 7. 5, 7 on the 4th string. 5, 7 again. Slide up to the 9th fret, sorry. here's where it gets a little tricky. So on that B, you go up, you're going back. So from the 9th, I'm going to the 8th to the 10th. And when you use this scale, it just kind of opens up that a lot more blues to you. So if I'm jamming an A, so that little second lick I did was I started on the 10, 8, this is on the B string, to the G, on the 9. I've kind of, it's like a little pyramid, a little, or trying to think of another word for it, but a little pyramid that I kind of picture in my brain. So that is, I'm just walking that down that scale. And I'm not showing you exactly what you should play or how you should play that. You can do it whatever you want, but you'll notice a lot of blues guys, they take that shape, which I was calling the pyramid, whatever you want to call it. That little walk down. So I'm going 10, 9, or sorry, 10, 8 on the B. I'm going 9, 8, 7, 5. And then I'm ending on that root note, which is A. So one last thing, this video is really long, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. I don't do long form videos a lot of times. It takes a long time and I get interrupted quite a bit because I have dogs that bark and shake their collars and do all kinds of other crazy things. But anyway, the last thing I was going to show you is the importance of your volume knob. So I've had my volume kind of turned down. Gives you that little punch if you're not wanting to like use several different pedals. I know I think his name's Phil X. He talks about this quite a bit. I think he just uses like an SG style guitar with one pickup and he gets all his tones out of that. But you can bring that volume down, you know, to where you can hear it. And then you can crank it so you get that push. So, you know, live, some people are using effects pedals or they got a guy in the back behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the guy behind the curtain. But live on stage, if you don't want to mess with effects pedals just for a little bit of a boost or whatever, you can use your volume. And you can't really see my volume because it's down here, but I'll back up a little bit. Back up a little more. So my volume's down. You always got to have a little bit of fun. So anyway, use that volume knob. Give it a try. You know, start nice and soft, then build it up. It also works really, really well with a fuzz pedal. So cleaning up that fuzz a little bit with your volume, and then boosting it with your volume, and then, you know, rocking it out. It's always a lot of fun for me. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope, you know, me being in standard E this time helps folks who are tuned to standard E. Remember, all these concepts can be used in whatever tuning you want to use, pretty much whatever standard tuning. If you're in C, C sharp, B, A, whatever, you can take these concepts and transpose them to whatever tuning you like. So anyway, take care, God bless, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.